decade. In order to look ahead to the future, we always have to first look back at the rear view mirror. Let's rewind the tape a little bit. What happened in the first decade of the millennium was a lot of optimism about BRICS economies. By 2002, balance sheets were lean and mean. Companies were willing to borrow, invest, banks were willing to lend. So leverage ratio in the corporate sector and in the overall non-financial private sector rose very sharply in the first decade. And it got to the point where the credit to GDP ratio in actual terms was much higher than the trend in the first decade of the millennium. That is what you see. The middle hump is basically actual credit GDP ratio was well above trend, and it persisted for a long time. And because it was quite well above trend and also lasted longer, naturally it led to a period of excess borrowing and excess lending. And the second decade was a payback time. So India went through a classic financial cycle, credit boom and credit bust. And this is not something new for the world. Every time you go through a financial boom and bust, it does leave its impact on economic growth, and that is what happened to us, especially in the second half of last decade. And you can